One of the most common training mistakes we see is in relation to actual training volume. So we're just going to look at what could be a back squat. It doesn't really matter what the lift is, but we're going to look at 3 sets of 5 reps and what that actually means. Now, a lot of guys end up doing this first column and they end up counting their warm-up sets as their work sets. So there's a big difference in terms of the actual training effect that you're getting from your work sets versus your actual warm-up sets. So for this individual, we're going to say they have a 5 rep max of about 320 pounds. So on the left, we have an individual that's warming up 135, 185, 225, 275, and they're always focusing on just getting a PR every single time. They're going off for that one top end set. So in this case, it would be 315 for 5 reps, going after a PR. Ultimately, this isn't going to get you the same long-term training effect, and this is going to be a limiting factor in terms of the actual training volume that you're getting with those overload sets. So there's not actually an overload stimulus occurring at any of these sets except for that top end set. Contrasting this with the right column, where we end up being a little bit lower for those work sets. So 3 sets of 5 at that 305 pound range, but all 3 of those sets constitute an overload stimulus. So we're actually getting 3 times the volume, 15 total reps that constitute an overload stimulus versus just a single set of 5 reps on the left side. So this is something that for me personally in my own history, I was actually stagnated on dumbbell bench press for about 2.5 years, where this is how I would train, is I'd bust my ass warming up and get to that one top heavy end set and try to set a new record every time. And I ended up basically just hitting a wall for a long period of time until I learned this. And within about 2 months of being able to implement that versus just working up to that one heavy set of maybe 85 pounds, maybe I'll do 3 sets at 80 pounds. Within about 2 or 3 months, my numbers shot up about 20 pounds. So huge increases in a very short amount of time just by counting your actual work sets and not counting your warm-up sets that don't actually give you an overload stimulus.